Well, we are finally done with the rain. The sun is back and temperatures will slowly be warming up as we head into next week. We're in for a drier and eventually warmer than normal pattern. Well, the rain is done finally, and boy, did we get quite a bit. On average, almost 3 inches of rain in the Twin Cities metro, and that was part of this kind of bullseye right over south central Minnesota, but a wide area of more than 2 inches of rain there, all in red. Not having a huge impact on this week's drought monitor yet because the data cutoff is 7 a.m. Tuesday, so it only includes part of this most recent rainfall. Still have some moderate drought. Hang on to parts of western, northwestern, and north central Minnesota, but I think that'll be trimmed back next week too. Skies cleared out overnight north to south, and it was a frosty morning. A lot of places up north near or slightly below freezing. Hibbing was 26 degrees at sunrise, pretty chilly. But we've got the sunshine today, but you can see some instability, fair weather cumulus kind of building in from Wisconsin. So the next couple of afternoons, we will see some of these fair weather cumulus clouds pop up here with that leftover cool air aloft and a little moisture here in the atmosphere. So as we warm things up, you'll see a few of those clouds build in. But overall, brighter conditions certainly in the next few days. Into the 60s today, another frost advisory for northeastern Minnesota tonight. All of those same areas that were frosty this morning could be very close to the freezing mark again. But this is pretty average for them. Most northeastern Minnesota locations, average last frost is sometime in late May. But we will see pretty widespread low to mid 30s there across northeastern Minnesota, staying in the 40s here in the Twin Cities and most of southern Minnesota. Back into the mid 60s tomorrow, pretty much statewide. A little cooler into the Arrowhead, otherwise not bad. And then skipping ahead to Sunday, that's when we start to see the temperature shift a little bit, closer to 70, both Sunday and Monday, Memorial Day itself. And then next week, we continue that warming trend. And it still looks mostly dry for most of us, most of the time. Now, that's the big asterisk there. There will be some isolated or spotty showers, mainly north Saturday, mainly south on Memorial Day. But in the central part of the state, I think we'll be kind of poised for the majority of the dry weather here. So total rainfall in the European model Friday to Monday kind of paints the picture. Anything we see is going to be light and pretty spotty. So definitely no washout here for the weekend, but it's also not going to be hot. You're not going to want to go swimming necessarily. We've been in this cool pattern here across the northern U.S., heat wave in the south. That pattern is shifting. It gave us a lot of rainfall, but next week, the south is going to be cool. So Texas gets a break from their heat wave. That means 80s and 90s instead of 90s and 100s. And we will see above normal temperatures here mid to late week. That means 70s and 80s returning to the area by next Friday. Still a week away, but I think we'll be in the 80s here across much of the state, maybe even earlier, potentially by Thursday. And that'll set us up for a warm last couple days of May into the first couple days of June, and drier than normal conditions too next week overall for us in the north central part of the U.S. The south gets the wet weather that'll keep their temperatures cooler than average too. So until we get those dew points up, we're not looking at widespread precip or severe weather. By late next weekend, dew points finally start to open up from the Gulf. Could see some stickier air, but that's not until maybe next Sunday. So until then, no widespread soaking rains, just gradually warming temperatures to those normals and beyond, which is now in the low 70s. We should be back above normal by Wednesday and then the rest of next week. But in the meantime, a little cooler than normal, but not bad. The sunshine will feel nice. 60s by day, close to 70, and overnight still in the 40s to near 50 degrees, and with just, again, some isolated chances of rain here over the weekend and early next week.